Today, we're diving into a topic that has shaken the whole world. With the wildfires raging across Los Angeles, and as firefighters battled these relentless blazes, we can't help but reflect on the devastating history of wildfires around the world. From raging infernos that consumed entire towns to catastrophic events that changed landscapes forever, we're counting down the 10 worst wildfires in recorded history. As we explore these infernal events, we'll also shed light on the lessons learned and the impact they've had on communities and ecosystems. Will the current fires in LA find themselves in the ranks of history's worst? Stay tuned as we ignite this countdown and uncover the fiery tales of destruction and survival, with the most deadliest fire at number 1 position. At number 10, we have the California Camp Fire. November 8, 2018. California's Feather River Canyon turned into an inferno as the Camp Fire ignited, sparked by a faulty PG&E power line. In just 2 weeks, it scorched 153,336 acres, the size of Chicago, becoming one of the deadliest wildfires in U.S. history. At its peak, the fire spread at 80 football fields per minute, forcing over 52,000 residents to flee within hours. Communities like Paradise and Magalia were devastated. The fire claimed 85 lives, injured 17, and destroyed over 18,800 structures. Damages totaled $16.65 billion, leaving behind unimaginable loss. Facing $30 billion in liabilities, PG&E filed for bankruptcy in early 2019 as outrage mounted over their negligence. The Camp Fire remains a haunting reminder of the cost of inaction and the strength of human resilience. Number 9. Greece Wildfire. From July 23 to 26, 2018, Greece faced one of its deadliest disasters. Ferocious wildfires swept through Attica, fueled by gale-force winds of 124 km/h. Human negligence, suspected arson, and a damaged utility pole sparked the flames, devastating towns like Canada and Pentelli. The impact was catastrophic. Over 700 people, including 620 children from a summer camp, were rescued. Tragically, 104 lives were lost, including victims from Greece, Poland, and Ireland. Thousands of homes and vehicles were reduced to ashes, leaving countless families homeless. The fires ravaged the environment, destroying 40,000 pine and olive trees. In response, Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras declared a state of emergency, with the nation observing 3 days of mourning. The economic damage disrupted electricity and water systems, leaving long-lasting scars on the region. Number 8. Black Saturday. February 7, 2009. Victoria, Australia faced an unprecedented tragedy now etched in history as Black Saturday. Extreme weather, severe drought, and gale-force winds created a perfect storm for disaster. A faulty power cable at Kilmore East sparked the flames, which tore through the region like an unstoppable force. Despite the efforts of over 19,000 firefighting personnel, the devastation was immense. The fires claimed 173 lives, injured 414, and destroyed more than 3,500 structures, including 2,029 homes. Approximately 450,000 hectares of land were scorched, with over 400 fires raging that day. The Kilmore East and Murrindindi Mill fires merged into the King Lake Fire Complex, consuming entire communities. Marysville was almost completely destroyed, leaving behind a haunting void and a profound sense of loss. Black Saturday stands as a sobering reminder of nature's fury and the resilience of communities in the face of unimaginable loss. Number 7. Great Fire of 1910. In August 1910, less than a century after the Miramichi Fire, the northern United States and British Columbia faced another devastating inferno. The Great Fire of 1910, also known as the Big Burn. Over just 2 days, this monstrous wildfire tore through 3 million acres across Idaho, Montana, Washington, and British Columbia. Drought, hurricane-force winds, and dry forests created the perfect storm, merging hundreds of small fires into one of the largest wildfires in North American history. The fire claimed at least 87 lives, most of them heroic firefighters, while poorly coordinated efforts failed to contain its rapid spread. Entire towns, like a third of Wallace, Idaho, and Grand Forks, were left in ruins, with damages equivalent to over $31 million today. In its wake, the Great Fire of 1910 reshaped history, doubling the U.S. Forest Service budget and revolutionizing wildfire management. It stands as a stark reminder of nature's fury and the importance of preparation. Number 6. Miramichi Fire. In the fall of 1825, the Miramichi Fire unleashed devastation across New Brunswick, Canada, carving its name into history as one of the largest wildfires in North America. Fueled by an unusually hot summer, dry conditions, and outdoor blazes set by settlers and loggers, the fire spread at an astonishing 60 miles per hour. In just a day and a half, 16,000 square kilometers. Nearly 4 million acres of forest were reduced to ashes. Towns like Newcastle and Douglastown were obliterated. At least 160 lives were lost, over 15,000 people were left homeless, and the mast-making industry, vital to the local economy, was destroyed. The Miramichi Fire's aftermath was a story of resilience. Communities rebuilt, and its legacy was immortalized in literature and history, serving as a stark reminder of nature's power and humanity's role in its destruction. Number 5. Cloquet Fire. On October 12, 1918, the Cloquet Fire erupted in Minnesota, becoming the deadliest wildfire in the state's history. Sparked by railway tracks and fueled by 2 years of drought, the inferno engulfed 250,000 acres in Carleton County within 15 hours, obliterating 38 communities. High winds and low humidity intensified the disaster, claiming 453 lives and displacing over 52,000 people. Property damage soared to $72 million, equivalent to $1.42 billion today, devastating the region's logging-dependent economy. Evacuation efforts were swift, with factory whistles sounding the alarm and trains rushing residents to safety. The Minnesota Home Guard and Red Cross led relief efforts, showcasing the community's resilience amid tragedy. Legal action followed, holding railroads accountable, but the scars of the Cloquet Fire remain. A memorial in Moose Lake stands as a somber reminder of Minnesota's worst natural disaster and the enduring strength of its people. Before we continue, I'd like you to take a moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're finding this video informative. Number 4. Great Michigan Fire. On October 8, 1871, the Great Michigan Fire tore through the Midwest, fueled by dry timber and relentless winds. Over 500 lives were lost, 1,000 people were displaced, and vast stretches of Michigan, Wisconsin, and Illinois were reduced to ashes. Manistee and surrounding areas were devastated, with damages exceeding $1 million. Coinciding with the Great Chicago Fire and the deadly Peshtigo Fire, this tragedy received little attention but left a lasting impact on the region. The fire marked a turning point, exposing the dangers of land-clearing practices and drought. Its aftermath crippled local economies and highlighted the urgent need for fire safety education and better management strategies. The Great Michigan Fire of 1871 remains a stark reminder of nature's wrath and the lessons learned to prevent future disasters. Number 3. Thumb Fire. On September 5, 1881, the Thumb Fire erupted in Michigan's Thumb region, fueled by drought, relentless heat, and hurricane-force winds. Spreading rapidly through Sanilac, Lapeer, Tuscola, and Huron counties, it became one of the most destructive wildfires in the state's history. In just days, over 1 million acres burned, claiming 282 lives and destroying 1,500 homes, leaving 3,200 families homeless. The economic toll was devastating, with damages equivalent to $74 million today. The fire's ash darkened skies for miles, while the newly formed American Red Cross stepped in to aid survivors facing burns, hunger, and exposure. The Thumb Fire of 1881 reshaped the region, sparking changes in land use and disaster preparedness. Its legacy remains a stark reminder of nature's power and humanity's resilience. Number 2. Great Hinckley Fire. In 1894, the Great Hinckley Fire tore through Pine County, Minnesota, leaving a devastating mark on history. Sparked by a 2-month drought and fueled by logging debris, strong winds, and a deadly firestorm, the inferno consumed up to 350,000 acres in mere hours. 6 towns, including Hinckley and Brook Park, were obliterated. Temperatures soared to 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit as residents fled for their lives, with many seeking shelter in wells and lakes. The disaster claimed 418 lives, though the true toll may be higher, and displaced thousands. The economic losses ranged from $3 to $5 million, excluding the vast timber resources destroyed. This tragedy reshaped logging practices and fire management, highlighting the urgent need for better preparedness. The Great Hinckley Fire stands as a haunting reminder of nature's fury and the resilience required to rebuild in its aftermath. And finally, number 1, also known as America's deadliest fire, the Peshtigo Fire. On October 8, 1871, the Peshtigo Fire unleashed its fury on Wisconsin and Michigan. Sparked by small embers from slash-and-burn agriculture and fueled by high winds, the blaze rapidly spread under drought conditions. In just hours, it consumed 1.2 million acres, destroying 16 communities and claiming an estimated 1,500 to 2,500 lives. The economic toll exceeded $5 million, around $127 million today. Temperatures soared to 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, with winds reaching 110 miles per hour. The fire created its own weather system, generating tornado-like winds and leaping across the Peshtigo River. The Peshtigo Fire remains the deadliest wildfire in U.S. history, sparking major reforms in forestry management and conservation to prevent future catastrophes. From Greece to Canada, from the 19th century to today, these wildfires remind us of the power of nature and the importance of preparation. Let's honor the lives lost and take lessons from history to safeguard our future. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating countdowns.